bumps along the way, because you're bringing someone into your family from a completely different walk of life, whose normal is not the same normal as yours.
No.
And it's integrating those young people into your normal whilst taking into consideration what their normal is.
Dale, how long have you been fostering for?
I've been fostering for over 3 years, I think it is.
Fantastic.
The time has gone rather quickly, but yeah, it's about 3 years.
Yeah. And can you tell me how old you are, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I'm 63.
Lovely.
Okay, Linda, my wife, is 9 years younger than me, so we have a bit of an age gap, but 63.
Yeah. So that means you started thinking about fostering when you were like 59, 60?
Yeah, I think we actually started thinking of fostering a few years before that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I generally went, no, I don't think so, no, I don't think so. And then something, I can't remember what it was, but something came up on television, and Linda said, how about? And I went, okay, why not? Let's investigate it. And so I'm glad we did.
Yeah. And obviously you've got 2 children who are grown up and they'd left home. And a lot of people think about fostering at that time. But can I ask you, what was going through your mind when you thought, shall I foster, shall I not? Did you have any doubts about doing it?
There was lots of doubts, because you don't know what these children that are coming to you have been through, what sort of life they've had, what they're going to bring to the house. But we put that to one side. We had an empty house. We had spare rooms. We know that there were so many kids that needed help. So we thought, okay, let's give it a go. Let's see.
Fantastic. And are you pleased you did that?
Oh, I am, absolutely. At the moment, we've got 2 beautiful ones, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. They're lovely. And thinking back to you're 60, some people might be thinking of winding down, but you decided you were going to make a different decision. So could you just tell me what made you take that step?
Well, I don't think it was that difficult. It wasn't about life and the way we lived our life, because we expected people to come into our lives and join in with the way that we do things. So we do go for walks.
Yep.
I do go out and play golf. Linda plays netball, so we still continue to do that, and we can
Brilliant.
still incorporate the kids into that as well. So it wasn't actually a difficult decision, because it
No.
wasn't going to impact negatively.
No. So thinking about your life now and what it could have been, what would you say for somebody out there who's 50s, 60s thinking about fostering?
Well, it won't change your life for the way you live it. You know, it will change your life in some ways, because obviously you're caring for young people who aren't yours. There is a
Yes.
difference between
Yes.
looking after your own children and others.
Yeah.
But it's so rewarding. It's so
Yeah.
brilliant. You know, we've had so many great moments and so many great things that have happened that the kids have achieved, which
Yeah.
makes it really, really rewarding.
That's brilliant. And can you tell me why you think fostering, I know you haven't fostered for other agencies or the local authority, but why would you say to somebody, come and foster for Apex?
Well, you're right. We've not been anywhere else. We did join another agency initially, but it was like months and months of nothing ever happened. Okay,
Yeah.
and a chance meeting with one of the other Apex foster carers came along, and so we came along, and very quickly we felt like we're part of the family, really.
Yeah, good. And you are. If somebody's out there and they're worried about the challenges of fostering and the negative impact that might have on their lives, what would you say to them about that?
Well, we were pretty unlucky with the first little boy that came to us. Okay, he was too much of a handful.
Yeah.
And I think I said at the beginning, something, you don't know what you're bringing into your family. You don't know what you're bringing into your home, and sometimes the kids need some specialist care. We didn't have that specialist care. We didn't know what to do. So if it's too much, you have to give them up, because you're not going to help them and they're not going to help you. So it's important that you look after yourself.
Yes.
You know, first of all, because if you're not fit, then the kids aren't going to benefit from it.
Yeah.
So we did have to move one child on. Then our next child come along, and she's been with us for 3 years, she is
Yeah.
doing remarkably well. She's
Yeah.
done so well at school. She's done so well outside of school with
Brilliant.
activities that she took part in. She's
Yeah.
doing really well and going on to greater and bigger things. So, we're very proud of her.
And I think we were talking earlier, and they're interested in being a mental health nurse.
Exactly. Yeah. So
She's fantastic.
studying right at the moment. She's waiting to go to
Yeah.
college. She's going to do good. And because she's done so well,
Yes.
we've taken on a second one.
Yeah, amazing.
And she is absolutely lovely.
And I think some people, like, they might think that when you foster a young person, it's just up. And there are bumps along the way, and that's important to bear in mind.
There are bumps along the way because you're bringing someone into your family from a completely different walk of life whose normal is not the same normal as yours.
No.
And it's integrating those young people into your normal whilst taking into consideration what their normal is. So
Yeah,
it's a bit
yeah.
of a balancing act that can take
Yeah.
a little bit of time
Yeah.
just to integrate. But it generally gets done quite quickly.
Definitely. And you mentioned a bit about support. Could you tell me a little bit about what support Apex gives you to be able to do your role?
Well, there's lots of support. We've got our own social worker. So our own social worker is in constant touch with us if we need to. She's on the end of a phone. We message her. She comes to see us every few weeks. It's not just the social worker, but there's a whole team of people behind Apex that we can reach out to.
Yeah.
If you need specific training on specific issues that might come your way that you know nothing about, then there are training courses, there's information available. But I think the biggest thing is there is always somebody on the end of the phone who understands what you're doing, what you're going through, can then assist you in any way.
Yeah. And I think you go to some of the support groups.
We do. We have, there's a couple of things that we do. We have
Yeah.
support groups that meet every so often
Yeah.
locally, and if I'm available, then we go and so that might be 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of foster carers that come along,
Yeah.
and we go and have a chat and a coffee for
Lovely.
an hour or so. And then we have dad's time.
Yeah.
So we've got all the dads. We go out every 6 weeks or so, whether it's down the pub for a pint or go and play glow golf or something. We just go
Lovely.
out and get, and that's the other thing. It's not just Apex.
Yeah.
The other carers are also there
Yeah.
to reach out to if you need any help and support on that.
Yes.
So, which is always brilliant. You're not
It
alone,
is.
never alone.
No, that's good. And if I asked you 3 words that come to mind when you think about fostering, what would they be?
Now that's a toughie. You should give me a bit of warning on that one, shouldn't you? 3 words. Well, it's definitely rewarding.
Yeah.
It can be hard.
Yeah.
It can be hard because it's different, but it's not necessarily. It's difficult. 'Cause you have
Yes.
to do it.
Yeah.
Third one, I don't know. It's lovely. It just feels like we've made a difference.
Yeah.
Whether the children think that or not, that's another thing. But we feel
Yeah.
we made a difference when
Yeah.
you look back and
Yeah.
see what came through the door and what we come now, and you look back through the photographs. It's not to say that they wouldn't have been that same person necessarily,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
can watch them grow, watch
Yeah.
them develop, watch
Yeah.
them get on with their lives. And
So if you had your time back again, is it something you would do again?
definitely, I think, knowing what we know now,
Hmm.
I wouldn't have waited to the 60s. I think we
Yeah.
might have done it many years ago, actually, because we see
Yeah.
some of the younger parents that are fostering, and knowing what we now know, we would have done it years ago. But
Yeah.
you don't know what you don't know, do you?
Well, you don't, and you're making a difference now, as you say, and we thank you for that.
Absolute pleasure.
So I just want to thank you, Dale, for your time. I know you're super busy, and I'd also like to thank Maggie, who is your very chilled greyhound lab dog. Thanks, Maggie. No barking during that. Well done. And thank you so much for what you do every day, making a difference to young people's lives.
Thank you for coming.